Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, we're live once again. It's Monday, which is not my fault, actually. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook. No, we're not. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. What am I talking about? Oh, yes, because I'm posting to the various AO Facebook groups, as I am ordered to do and get told off if I forget. But yeah, there you go. Because notifications being what they are, the only company that seems to reliably give you notifications apparently is Facebook for things like this. So I'm told by people. I never get told on email or anything else or push notifications for YouTube and Twitch, but they always come up on the Facebook group. Can you please make sure you post there? And it's like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right. So we're posting more stuff now. There we go. Right, let's go to the live screen, both here and over on the YouTube as well. There we go. Right, let's pick up some dailies, why don't we? Agency handler applying for a job. Subscribe to earn drops. What? Okay. There's a Twitcher doing a thing, apparently. Not sure what it means. Speaking of, let's make sure Twitch is okay and we've got transcoding, etc. Yep, looks good. Okay. Which mission do I get there? Oh, full host. Okay. Senior agency handler. I would like an elite. We will take a prisoner mission. Yes, we will. And aliens daily. Aliens alone. A-pods, okay. Got that one again. Right, and time to go to the freelancers. Big Bob, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It should still be up, or is it off for the week? Have we missed freelancers? Oh no! My little ball of fun from the back of the room has gone. Damn. Oh well. Let's get a rebuff. We want to go to tier. Yes, we do. So, how's everyone's weekend been? I saw you guys on Friday. Quite a stressful day at work on the Monday, on Saturday, but it happens. It was quite good otherwise. It was like one person being a complete arse. But there you go. Okay, we have all the buffs. We haven't got any of the paid buffs though, have we? No, we don't. Okay. Let's go and talk to the warden. Yeah, so my Saturday was quite chill. Right, and I think it's seeing as Monday is my Sunday. Beer o'clock, everyone. Right, we'll go Harry's. No hurry, is there? So here's me looking forward to Dune Awakening launch. Yes, I am. I'm actually working the day it launches, though. Oh, I've got early access because I'll just pre-order it. What the hell? I'm going to play it. I know I am, based on how much fun I had with it in the beta. I had so much fun playing it. They're saying I've watched a lot of videos since of other people playing it and gone, oh, that's how that works, and you know what I mean. So, because you are kind of going in flying blind, pretty much. But the game does do really good onboarding. So it does teach you, oh, this works like this, and this works like that, and, you know, so on and so forth. So, compared to AO, which does none of that, you know. Still got this damned cold. I'm wondering maybe if I had COVID or something. Yeah, it could be. I do not know, because we haven't got any lateral tests, flow tests or whatever they're called. But yeah, I had that very kind of flu kind of feeling for about 3 or 4 days. I could manage it with like ibuprofen, but I prefer not to. I don't like, you know, taking painkillers and such. Oops, looks like we just might have missed him. Can only see one corpse there, though. I'm guessing maybe there's 2, but I can only see 1, because they were moving over there. Oh well. Let's go and see. I think that was them just killing one and then looting it then. Could have been. Because there's one there that's 10 minutes. And I can't see a second corpse. So, never mind. Oh, take care. Thanks for team. It's good. I thought it was, but you know, you don't. One doesn't assume, you know. Standing around waiting for respawns now. Yeah, so I'm not sure how it's going to work with streaming AO and streaming Dune Awakening. I'll probably just keep certain days for AO and other days just for Dune Awakening. It depends. I might play it for a couple of weeks and go on board now and not want to play it anymore. I don't know. What I want to do with it, the plan is I want to do a full main, because there's like a big long main quest to it, apparently. So I want to do that. And probably a bunch of the side quests, go with tradies first time round, and then see if any of the PvP works well or not, and try and get some of the best gear in the game, you know, that kind of thing. That's the plan. And then build like a massive base, and so on and so forth. So, you know, just have to see how it works out. As for playing with people from Storm Guild or people from Twitch or whatever, I don't know, because the way the servers are set up, the starter areas are all 40 players at the moment. It's going to expand, but it's going to be 40 people. So if I land on a server and it turns out there's already a guild of 30 people there, I'm not going to be able to form another guild because they can't all be on the same server as the other guild. So and then the PvP part of it is on a bigger server with far more players. So until it's all up and running, it's going to be difficult to know how it all works. Oh, dear me. Oh, yeah, I've got that running. I don't want that. I want that. How long have I got on those? An hour and 48. That should be enough for now. As long as I can cast, you know, healish. Yeah, about 10 minutes to go. That was on 11 minutes when we landed. So it's going to be at least 4 minutes beyond that. So, yeah, the 4 minutes to the 6. We've still got about 10 minutes before it spawns. Which is not the end of the world. We will manage, I'm sure. Oh dear. Yeah, and we've already got today's doja because we went out to try the new attack, the Wisdom of Hazum, and a doja dropped. So, Edge of Diamond Enforcer. Just waiting for things to spawn. Yeah, ever since I played the beta, as soon as you couldn't log in anymore, I was like, but I want to log in now. I want to play, you know. Oh dear. It's kind of a warning sign it might be quite an addictive game early on. I don't know. But I can remember I got up on Sunday earlier than I'd planned to, like about 2 hours earlier, and I thought, oh no, I'll stay up because I can jump back into Dune Awakening. And I did. So, yeah. Didn't get a lot further, kept making a lot of the same mistakes, but having watched other people playing the game, like Co-Carnage on YouTube, like, for starting out, it's good to pick Trooper early on because you get the grapple hook and that just makes transversal 1,000 times easier. And then you can then go back and learn the skills for everything else. Plus he found a weapon I didn't pick up on, called a Disruptor, which takes care of shielded mobs. Oh, so much better than I was trying to do it with the slow attack, which either works, but I found using the slow attack really unreliable, whereas you just switch to that particular gun and it just shatters the shield and kills them very quickly as soon as the shield pops. So I thought, that's the way you should be doing that, you know. So, yeah. They got into places I couldn't get into, but they had literally less gear than I did at the time. But because they picked that class and everything, they could manage it a lot easier. So, yeah. Live and learn. I mean, God, when I first played AO, I played, what, six months or so before I had to just re-roll because my character was so broken. It really was. And you couldn't reset IP then. I had IP in all kinds of stupid stuff that I should have just got buffs for instead of investing skill into it. And then they were a nanomage adv, and they could barely kill grey mobs. So, yeah, they were not great. I made them nanomage because nanomage has got better nano skills, was what everybody was saying early on. And I wanted to be able to turn into a tiger and a dragon and fly and, you know, all the other stuff. So, yeah. It was kind of like, but I need. And then made the Solitus version. And went, oh, this is just so much better. I've got so much HP now, you know. I sent them a team request. So we got about 4 minutes until thingy spawns. Yeah. Oh, I did send a team request. There we go. Yeah, there's a couple of quests we've not done on this character yet. One is oh god, I'm trying to think. What weapons are you using there? Mega sneaky, higher level than me. Oh, Nippy Johns, okay. Ah, the other corpse has shown up now. Oh, it was under the first one. Ah, that makes sense. I thought, oh, maybe it's just they emptied that corpse, but no. Yeah, so we've now got the corpse, so we've only got a couple of minutes to go now. And we should be good. Yes, we should. So we'll see how it goes. I'll stream it a few times to begin with, and then if people aren't that into it on stream with the Dune Awakening, then I'll go back to just playing it for myself and streaming Anarchy predominantly. I just have to see how it goes, really. The thing is, I definitely want to play it, so that's kind of why I want to stream it as well. Lots of people broke through the beta, the weekend beta. The map was kind of like restricted to certain areas for the beta, and some people actually managed to get beyond those barriers. I don't know how they did it, but they managed to and got into loads of other areas and stuff, so I've seen videos where they show what's on the other side of those, and you're like, oh, that's cool. And I can't help thinking, is that the closed beta that they're actually in? And that does have more areas open than the closed beta weekend was. And that's what we're looking at. Or did they actually find a way around, you know, the artificial barriers on the beta weekend somehow? Because they had an ornithopter and stuff, you know, and then they were showing off these caves and tunnels and stuff. I was like, wow, you know, we didn't see any of this. And of course there's all the things you need to get straight away on when the game goes live, and it's like, yeah, based on the beta, which was closed off, there could be much better items out in the extended world map that you had no access to in the beta. So chasing after the things that were top banana in the beta doesn't necessarily translate to them being the best thing to go and grab in the full release, does it? Because it might be, oh, well, you can get to this other region and make steel armor or something, you know. So, yeah. But, you know, the trends on YouTube will always follow the same sort of thing, so unsurprisingly, that's what's there. I'm kind of looking at all of them going, is it though? You know. We're not going to pull any aggro today, not with these pets. Excuse me. because that's self-only heal. Apparently it is. Sorry, I'm making disgusting nasal noises. How does this work anyway? Flesh quiver. Yay. Here we go. Thanks for team. Right. Meep. Just gonna meep out of there. Let's go to the warden. Another dead prisoner. I'll take the green. Goodbye. Yeah, I was talking to somebody in the week on Discord, and they said they, I've updated to Windows 11, etc. And then they had a bunch of weird crap going on, which worried me slightly. Like the shortcut for the beta. At first they said, I can't get AO to run. And I was like, oh crap, don't tell me that. You know, because I'm thinking about upgrading to Windows 11. So, I mean, I thought it was going to, the Windows 10 cover or whatever was going to end on October last year, but it's October this year. So, that's kind of when I'm going to do it, I think. There's just not been the interest in Windows 11 that was there for Windows 10. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that before Windows 10, people either used Windows 7 or some god-awful version of Windows like Windows 8, which was just shit. It was just terrible. So the people that were stuck on Windows 8 couldn't wait, for Windows 10, and people on Windows 7 were like, well, it works fine. But let's try the new shiny, DX 12 and all that. So, yeah. You know what? I really liked Windows 7. I thought it was good. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. What's this? I don't know how to say that. HXNTT has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Run across the border. Put spaces in your links when you're posting. Makes it easier. I mean, the links still work, but it's much easier to see what's what. Right, I'm getting a beer. I shall be back. Right, there we are. Beer required. Let's take on a green one, just for expediency. I think we need a third bar. There we go. Right, I no longer need to punch this. I need to hit the thing and move out of the way. Kaboom! A yellow one there. We got any other greens? Because they just go down easier, and that's kind of all I care about here. Oh, that's even more yellow-esque. Oh, guess we're doing this one. On that bar, and for the evasion stuff. That doesn't need to be there anymore. This can go there. And we need to log off so it remembers. I think my camera's gone low down somehow. That's better. Now you can see the top of my head. Okay, are we down enough here? We could be. Gets to the end. It do. Oh, they survived. I was going to say, that's weird. They actually survived. Normally they get wiped out by the kaboom. They did. They just, you know, there was slightly took too long. Yeah, there it is. I was looking for the blue flame. So has anyone been watching Andor Season 2? Oh my god. So good. we go. Well, let's go via Stret, just to be different. And we can have a quick run through Borealis. As I want to visit one of the shops here. So the current melee weapon we're using is this nanocharged stun gun. So I want to just check out in one of these. If there's anything better. I'm not sure there is. They're all Type 70, aren't they? So yeah, that's what we've got now. Let's wait to get a better version of that of some kind. Yeah, the Ultralight 9X is surprisingly good with very high crit. No, nothing generic. Are there upgrades for the for that? I can't remember. I think that maybe there are, but so you can upgrade it to an 870. Enter. Doesn't make any difference, okay. Never mind. So the 870, how do we get the 870? We had... What do you use to upgrade it? Range weapon... Clip, aim shot, rifle, basic, trade skill. You see in the table, one basic upgrade. 3 4 depending on the type of the weapon. Assembly itself is easy, provided you have weaponsmithing. So I'd have to make it on a different character. Okay, which weapon upgrade would that be? So it's already a number 70, which is this. So to make it an 870, what the hell do I need? So we'll look at it at this quality though. Quality 300. There we go, that's better. So with that, it goes 140 to 440 versus... Oh yeah, no, it is definitely higher damage. Okay, but what item do I need to upgrade it? It's not clear. So do I need... Trade skill. So what would it be? Bow, brawl weapon upgrade? Contains everything necessary for brawl compatibility. We've already got brawl. So would it be melee weapon upgrade? Dimash weapon upgrade kit? Or does it need one of each? Or fast attack weapons upgrade? It's kind of all... it's got brawl and fast attack on it, I think. It's unclear from this. Just melee energy, melee weapon upgrade kit. Okay, it's 3 million. T. So, is that the thing I need? It is! Right, okay. Build. Remove item from inventory before using... Oh, right, okay. So if I put that on there... That on there... Requires no trade skill. Oh, nice. Pop it back on. Yay, we got the 870. We figured it out. Yay, go team, just figure it out. Right, okay. It's the guy outside in Borry. Hmm? There's a guy, what? There's a guy in Borry that does the kits as well, or? Yeah, so we've turned it into an 870 stun glove. A store named NPC standing about. Oh, right, okay. Where are they in Borealis? I mean, there's a lot of Borealis. Near the Mantis. Okay. This guy? Weapon upgrades. Excuse me. Oh, there, yeah, there you go. He does sell them. But only up to 200. Yeah, so we did need the store in the end. Oh, right. I didn't know he actually sold them. Because I've never really used them much. Because there's so many other options you can use. What have we got? Return to agency, return to agent. 4 holes graffiti. Let's go and get that little mission done. Such as it is. Been using it a lot on your Froob Trader. Yeah, I always considered the type weapons, so type, you know, 000, whatever weapon. They were like a new thing for Froobs, whereas, you know, Alien and Shadowlands weapons were clearly superior, so I never really got into it, but I'm not sure they are clearly superior. I think in a lot of instances, yes, they are, but in some instances, less so. Razil, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How was your weekend? Good, I hope. Yeah, a chill weekend, really. Just resting, etc. There we go. One daily mission done. My reward now. Goodbye. Oh, another line of research done. Was that Apotheosis 2? That was Apotheosis 3. Oh, nice. Direct down my critical increase. The next one. Also useful. Yeah, the first two seem to take longer than all resultant other ones do. Mission complete. Goodbye. I'm trying to remember, did we do Dark Ruins on this character yet? I can't remember if we have done it or not done it on this character, to be honest. Oh, plus 10 is up. Alright, we're going to hand in the dojo we got so luckily yesterday. Excuse me. As in, we killed one mob and got it, even though we didn't need it at the time. Fix a lot after entering the quality you have to enter for it to upgrade the stats. Oh, on Anu, yeah, I did do that, but it didn't seem to work. So I had to search for it second time. I did in fact press enter, which was weird because I expected it to do exactly what you've just said. So yeah, it was odd. So if you went on here, click on that. So quality 1. So you type in 300, enter. Oh, it did work. It worked that time. I didn't hit enter hard enough, clearly. But yeah, that didn't seem to work. I don't know why. It's worked now. So yeah, all good. But yeah, I did do exactly that. And it didn't seem to jump in. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so just because we've handed in a dojo, there's no reason not to go and farm another one for the next day we play, is it? You know. Yeah, we've not done Uncle Bazit, and I can't remember. Damn agents. If we've done Dark Ruins or not. We don't particularly need it, but there's some XP to be had there, isn't there? So yeah, so I thought I'd hit enter with it in, but obviously it didn't register for some reason. All right, let's check out this glove now. It is upgraded. Okay, I'm not seeing many Somphos. I'm guessing people are out and about in Inferno at the moment. Okay. So we should now do a bit more damage with that glove, so the fast attack should be stronger. Oh, that's a lot more like it. Carry on. Hitting a lot of 4Ks. I should be hitting over 5, but I think my MA skill is a little low for this level. Yeah, 1883. There's a ton of research that I think we're missing. Maybe not that one. Nimble. It's all useful stuff. Alacrity. Yeah, there you go. Martial arts 30, etc. Reflex. Yeah, I see we could do that very, very quickly. Actually, let's. What was it? Alacrity? No. Reflex? Yeah, let's do some reflex. Brawling, martial. Yeah, we should be pouring into that since we're using that skill now. And these will cap it every kill at the moment. Even at 10%. Yeah, this feels more like what we should be doing at this level against these mobs. Excuse me. No, I actually moved it. Yeah, I did. Okay. It should be capping. You run away! Get back here. Gamul 11111. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Half force has reached enlightenment. Congratulations on 220. We got to remember, we came out here the other day and just got owned by two of these mobs. But we were on full ag somehow. And failed to spot that we were on full ag and therefore died. Am I on 10%? Yep, 10%. Should be capping. And this will give me 15, then brawling, then 25, then brawling, then 40, then a proc, then more brawling, then martial arts, and then more brawling. Okay. And already we've got a dojo. We're blessed today. Yeah, okay. Well, we can't hand it in because we've just handed one in, but never mind. So we've got the Uncle Bazit quest, but I don't know, did we do the Dark Ruins on this character? Can anyone remember? I can't remember one way or the other, so I'm going to go to Adonis. I'll try and figure it out from there. We should know from entering, shouldn't we? We may have already done it. I can't remember. I've played so many characters. It's difficult to remember what I did on which one. You know, have I done questline A, B, or C on this character or not? I genuinely can't remember. I mean, the mobs in here will mostly be grey now, but the various quest stages should still apply. Okay, let's see what happens when we talk to the guy. Ah, no, we haven't done it. Dark Ruins. Yep, okay. We'll go do it. But before we get started, I'm going to get another beer. Another beer, you say? Excellent advice, indeed. Only if your doctor says so. But yeah, right. Cultist Bob. I'll be back to murder you mercilessly later. Yes, I'm here to join you, don't you know? I'm totally not an evil spy. You're very good health, everyone. Right, kill a bunch of crap. We will. Yeah, grey trash, okay. We kind of need to clear them all for the walk the wimp part of the mission. We have to walk a cultist all the way to the boss guy. And if you don't clear them, all these mobs will attack him. So you might as well kill them all now and get it out of the way, you know? That's what I remember anyway. So it says kill 10, but really, yeah, kill everything in sight. So apparently they don't respawn whilst you're in here. So there's that. I should have done this mission a lot earlier when the mobs were at least yellow or green, and then could have got a lot more XP for it, but hey. Always nice being an NT. Oh yeah, kaboom, 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 kaboom. We know. I know it says we finished, but we haven't. Not finished till everything's dead. Including these guys eventually. Yeah, I've gone through and done exactly what it asks. And then found myself having to kill off a bunch of crap to keep... the one cultist you have to walk back alive. It's a pain. Especially with NT, with their nukes going straight through a reflector. These guys just die instantly. It's great. Versus hitting them with anything else. Okay, is that all? I'm gonna do another one. Yeah, I think that's all the... What's this? Yeah, that guy's after me now. I don't care. Yeah, they're all grey trash mobs. It's the mission stage XP we want. Cultist Bob. Good evening, Bob. Okay, well, any more problems? Whatever. Okay, so now we go to NPC number 2. It gives me a thing that makes killing these other things easier, which is why we don't hand it back till we've killed them all. Where is she? Oh no, she's back here. Told you need some help. I will help you. Oh, they're fab. I made them myself. Good job. Goodbye. Okay, so we find a fountain thing, get them on top of it, and then kill them. Right, you're right on top, there you go. Oh, we're not done yet. We've got to kill them all, otherwise they aggro the wimpy worshipper. Right, let's have you. And you. Rafter reflect shield. There you go. Note and drain. Prepare to die. Okay, let's have you. Also you. Bit of you. You. Oops. And we want you as well. And finally, you. Right, okay. Not sure what you're doing. Okay. As long as this changes to note and drain, they don't have the reflect anymore. It's quite a bad reflect actually, so it's quite nice to get rid of it. Let's just make sure we don't... Oh no, there was one left. He didn't follow for some reason. I mean, we could certainly beat him without the device and whatnot, but yeah. Did you respec when you switch from bow? Yeah, I did change the perks. Oh, there's one. one left. Yeah, redid all the perks and stuff. It's not difficult, is it? You just go to the guy in Job and, yeah. Gnome drain. Atlee, I am catching Sir Carlos 2 live. What a treat. I hope you chat well. Hey, very welcome. You know, stream quite regularly at this time of day, so... the Sir, well, I'm not sure that fits. A bit like an elevator in a toilet. Right, and she wants her thing back, which is why you keep hold of it at lower levels, because it makes killing them much quicker. The weapon type is fists and that. Nano Charge Stone Glove 870. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It just gives you fast attack, which is the main reason to use it. Okay, so we've done that. What are we doing now? Administrator Ivor. Okay. So we should have a fairly clear player field for the rest of everything else. And yet we missed one, and I want him because, like I say, he's got a 300 reflect unless you get it over one of these. Once it's on here, it's like, yeah, it's cake. You just pound it. I just swapped to that because it had better damage than the bow that we had. You're the guy. Right, you want me to go click on trees? No, sorry. I will do it. Alright, so click on a tree with the doohickey device or a plant. Bows left in the dust since folks realised aim shot was good. You get aim shot on bows though, right? Aim shot also requires a decent amount of sneak, so it is quite a commitment. But yeah, I mean, I was enjoying it, but it's just that it felt very, oh dear, this is taking forever to kill anything. Right, let's give him that and that. Yay, research complete. That was Reflex 3 with extra 15 MA skill, nice. Talk to Spirit Guide, him. This guy down here. Whatever happened to that one guy who decided Pistol Keeper was a good idea, I wonder? Still going pew pew, I imagine. Was this the new engine? Lighting looks way better than usual. It is the new engine. And yes, the lighting is notably better. Right, so now we get the guy I was talking about at the beginning and the reason why we cleared the playfield to begin with. Because he gets aggroed by mobs that spawn in And if you've got any of the regular mobs in here at the same time, it's just more aggravation to sort out. Because they will aggro him as well. Which is why we killed all the creeper things and all the other things. There he is, Cultist Loke. Yep, let's go. So now you're on his timer now. Once you talk to him, you've got to follow him and defend him while he throws up, craps his pants and a bunch of other stuff. You can probably make Pistol Keeper work, but not very well. It's certainly not going to be a strong build. And it's definitely not going to be a damage build. But I mean, you can make anything work, it just maybe doesn't work as well. Like, I could make bow carry on working, but it's so much less damage with the bow we've got versus any other thing we could use. So just using fists is better than bow at this point because we don't have a strong enough bow weapon to use, unfortunately. Like, we've got the special edition bow, and when you get it at 150, you kind of think, God, if I'd have had this at 60, you know, I could easily have got it on, for one thing. And secondly, why does it have to be 151? I could easily have put this on much earlier. And so on and so forth. But then you grow through it very quickly. By the time you're 210, there's no comparison in damage. Same, yeah. The what's it, bow and all the special edition weapons are amazing, but they don't. The 151 level requirement on them is stupid because the stats you need, like 700 for primary and 350 for all other skills. Everyone could pretty much twink on for a temple twink, but then you would be kind of OP. So you bring this guy all the way here, and then in safety, and then he gets killed. See, I could have just killed him for you. Why'd you make... Anyway. Alright. Give you the certificate thingamy. We'll go on... And then we get this, which we're going to have to put on. What did you do to them? Goodbye. Alright, what we got to do now? Something gain the guy's trust. Job investigator wants you to... Return to the job investigator. Yeah, right. Yeah, the combined attack at least 300%. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, MA skill on MAs is really OP. But it's supposed to be, you know. See if I can remember how this crap goes, because I'm not sure I do. Boo. Have the proof you need. Take a look at this gold card. There we go. That's not all. Sorry to bring such bad news. Goodbye. Alright, okay. There's an order to doing this, but I can't remember it. So I'm just winging it at the moment. min damage. Yeah, you can always check that out. So if you look at your MA Fist skill, you can go MA Fist, and then, what is it? 1898. And that's the weapon if you're a martial artist. 211 to 787 with a 554 crit. All other professions 132 to 671 with a 594 crit, and if you shade, all the way down to 122 to 639 with a 273 crit. Which is why MA shade, I never felt like it was a good idea, but hey, what do I know? If you can make it work, it works. Alright, okay, so we now clicky each one of these. So, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Mirror carry min damage versus fist versus weapon. Yeah, well, with the bow, min damage with fists is much higher because of the level of skill with fists. Storm the ruins. Especially Hansen, the entrance of the caves. Time to show the cultists. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. But it was always going to be left behind because they left that weapon behind. Yeah, kinda. Special Agent Hansen. The turrets are disabled and now you're on their timer again. Yeah, and then there's a ton of dialogue stuff. No, can't attack him until they turn up. Which is kind of annoying because I could kill them a lot faster if I just ran through on my own. How long are you streaming for, Cal? Gotta walk the bloody dog. Well, go walk the dog then. The dog's more important than my stream. Pistol was in a similar vein till CDR was a thing. Yeah, and then they brought in much later, I know. But yeah, as soon as they brought in Dogs of War, suddenly pistol becomes like OP. And then we go through and just kill everything. They've got some really funny dialogue as well, but once you've heard it, you've heard it. Code Nugget. Totally, my cat died this Saturday. So Cherry... Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, losing a pet, especially one that you've been around for a long time, yeah, it's hard. You do miss them a lot. Big Meanie, can I just put a Dog of War on a level 60 Froob and keep it till 200? Well, if you choose to, yes. It might not be best in slot by 200, but you can, technically. If you know what you're doing, you can get it on. Average player might find that a difficult proposition, but if you know how to twink, yeah, it's laughably easy. Let's just run through and kill everyone we've spoken to so far. Are we killing this one yet? I'd hope I could. Yeah, I would imagine you can, Meanie. I'd be surprised if you couldn't do it. If you couldn't do it, I'd be going, well, something's broken. The universe has broken. We must fix it. Big Meanie can't get a dog of war on their twink. This is Big Meanie. This is Big Meanie we're talking about. Big Meanie is a bit of a twink specialist. So if they can't do it, then it literally can't be done. Have you seen Big Meanie's twinks that he's brought onto stream? Oh my god. The effort and work that went into them. But the thing with a level 60 twink with that weapon is you don't want to level them because, you know, you lose the uber. Having it on at level 60 is a hell of a lot of work, but it's possible. Trying to get 2 on it at 60, blow your head. Yeah, well, yeah, the multi is going to be a killer. 1, yeah. 2, yeah, I'm not even thinking about that. Might be feasible, but Christ, not easy. Let's put it that way. Paid, a little easier, but not by much. Only because of, like, you know, perks and AI armor and stuff like that. Kill them all! The grey trash. Okay, let's kill the boss. Well, sort of boss. Okay. So they storm in, but then that's it. They don't help out anymore once you pass this bit. Yep. Once these guys are down, they're kind of done. Storm the ruins! Click on you, I get that. Uh-oh. Inventory full. Okay. Do I take this back now? I think I do, don't I? Talk to Special Agent Hansen. What now? The goddess actually exists. Oh well, let's murder them. But before we do, let's get another beer. God, it's going down too well tonight. That's all I can say. Sounds like a good way to spend a Monday, if you ask me. Well, yes. See, I work over the weekends, so Monday is my kind of Sunday. And then tomorrow I go back to work, so yeah, it's just, that's the way it is. Right. Now, what are we doing next? I always seem to mess the ending up. Yeah, totally right. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Then come back and kill whatever it is. I think also we can put the heavy Noten tank back on. And if we suddenly get aggroed by the towers, then we know that was a very bad idea. Somebody found a stick. Oh my God, with the pop-ups. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a stick. No, the dog is determined to get it back to the shore. Yeah, it's a collie. Yep. Yeah, that'd be a collie for sure. Right. Minus the branches. Yeah, it's basically a tree minus the tree. What does he want? Oh, that and the diary, I think. Oh, yeah. Sorry for your loss. Goodbye. Kill the spirit goddess. There we go. Yeah, I get a lot of comments on videos about the new engine where they go, it looks the same. I'm like, it really, really doesn't. You know, no, provably not. Senna, the man, the beard, the legend, you know it. Chat know it. I know it. Okay. Well, thank you very big. Right, I need to pick up this bottle thing or something. Spirit energy bottle. Okay. Pound the spirit goddess. She got flecked. Do we use the bottle on her? I think I do use the bottle on her. There we go. No more flecked. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. You raise those two, and we bottle them. Oh, warped me to her. Well, you know, fine. And we're back out again. The hell am I not? Okay. You down there? Bottle you. What is this? It's Dark Ruins in Adonis. No, I'm injected. Can I just wipe you out with that? No, I can nullify you though. There you go, you're chill. Take care of the ads. Yeah, this is, it's worth doing at the same sort of level that you would do the Adonis Brain Quest. You'll get more XP from it that way. But it's not difficult. There's a big old guide on AOU. Talk to. Okay, we're going to talk to them. Hello. I will give the bottle to Job Investigator George. Goodbye. This is a pain in the bum at 1:30, where you can enter, but it gets really... Oh yeah, it's much easier at higher levels. You can do this at 2:20 if you want. You'll only get the mission stage reward XP because everything's gone grey, but, you know, that's good for research. I has bottle for you. A help special killed. A bottle. Well, what do you want then? Okay, dumbass. They wanted you to have this, which is the bottle. There you go. Around the ruins. Yada yada. Goodbye. There we go. That's it. That's Dark Ruins done. I didn't really feel a huge drive to do more AO missions. Well, fair enough. Okay, that got us most of the way through Reflex 3, which is kind of cool. That's it. And we're done. We're done with that. I mean, the cloak's quite handy. 1,000 to all ACs, 15 to all nanoscales, a bit of run speed and XP. You know, it's not crap. I mean, it's pretty handy at that kind of level that the quest is designed for. There you go. So we've done that. We've done the other... What time is it? It's like 9:30. We could do the Uncle Bazit, I suppose. Frizgrim. Might have missed it. Not up to date with VODs. When is the switch back to bow happening? As soon as I get Chaos of the Zan sorted. Aren't you better off at 100% research given the very low XP cap? I'm already capping it at 10%. So you see that nice round number, 1,600? So that caps that, and then the rest I get as XP. Gamble! Kaiser and Unchained charged. What? Okay, that's not bad. 2-7 martial arts. Yeah, so it's already capping at 10% because I'm on a low research line. If I was doing apotheosis or something, yeah, I'd put it on 100%. Especially at like 220. Why wouldn't you put it on 100%, you know? Well, I've already got a better stun glove than that one. That's 250. I've got a 300. And that actually isn't bad at all. 240, 283 is not much crit there. I think fist is slightly better. Let's have a look. So that was a 1898. What are we at now? We just finished that line. Still at 1898. So that's 210 to 787. Now, fist is better than that. Fist is actually better than the weapon. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Did you enjoy Dune Awakening? Yeah, very much so, yeah. To the point where I've pre-ordered it. Can I show you that? Desktop. Where's Steam on here? It's a very different kind of game from an MMO like Anarchy Online. It's absolutely not in the same wheelhouse. It's not the same sort of thing at all. But I had a great time playing it. So, excuse me. Where the hell's Steam gone? Oh, there you go. Fist v torture tool, yeah. So there we go, we're there. Dune Awakening already purchased. Store page. There you go. Ultimate Edition. I want all the toys. Yes, I do. I want all the Atreides decorations and stuff for when I build a mega base. Yeah, they did a beta weekend, and that's when I played it last weekend. Literally, I did a stream on it actually. Where are we? Yep, there you go. Beta weekend, done last week. It was quite a popular video, that actually. Yeah, and there's like 500 and something views, which, you know, is quite a lot for me. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed my time with it, so... Yeah, I think we'll keep Uncle Bazit for next time, which might be Wednesday with a bit of luck. So I will be streaming and playing that and making videos about it. I maybe not so many videos, but I'll definitely be streaming it and uploading VODs and that. So they got a three-way server system. So there's 40 of you in the PvE areas. So if your guild is bigger than 40 in AO and you want everybody there, that's not going to work. And then you've got the kind of hub areas, which is higher numbers again. And then from that, you've got another server which deals with the PvP area, where loads of nice stuff comes from, which is much bigger numbers again. And they all interlink, but not all at the same time. So if you're building your base in the PvE area, then you can only have 40 guild members, and that's you maxing out the server. Obviously, other people are going to jump into that server, and that might block another person from getting in, and, you know, so... Yeah. It's not an MMO. And they've removed all mention of MMO from all of the websites, media, and whatever relating to the game. It's not an MMO. I'm going to kind of play it solo, I think. Come on, Johnny, don't be like that. Give him another chance. Hell no. Yeah, if you're looking for an MMO, it isn't one. I think originally the press release and all that said, oh, you know, a new MMO. And then I think they realized as they were working on it that, hang on a minute, what we're making here is just not an MMO. We need to pull all that, the mention of that word from, you know, all the media we've got. And they did. It's gone. It doesn't exist on there. It's a sandbox survival game. It is not an MMO. If you're looking for an MMO, it's not one. But at least now they're not sort of, you know, even trying to say that it is. And I'm fine with that. You know, tell people what it is they're getting, and we're all good, you know? The Fallout servers. Yeah, private servers would be amazing. But we'll just have to see how it goes, you know. They really stabbed the secret world. They do that with every game, though, John. Funcom are always looking forward. They're never looking back. The meme has been done 100 times with the first time here. You know, all the Conan Exile bros are going to be like, wait, what about us? And they already kind of are getting that that's how it goes with Funcom. You know, if you're the new shiny thing, then you get all the attention, the devs talk to you, you get the investment from them and all the rest of it. And then they move on to the next game, and you just don't exist anymore. They're just like, no, we're on this now. We're not focusing on, you know, bugger all else. You know, AO was the first, and we've been going, first time here, bro, to everybody ever since. And it's going to be the same for the Exiles guys. It's going to be the same for whatever the other Conan game was. It's going to be the same for the Secret World guys. You know, it's not entirely true, though. It's still here. Yeah, and how much support does it get? They haven't, you know, not much. I mean, we got Pyramid of Home, Temple of the Three Winds and the Subway Dungeons. That's sort of it, really. How do I allow that? Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. The Twitch blocked that, not me. How do I? Auto mod. Auto mod, just fuck off. Seriously, just let people say what they want to say. Junior dev stuff. Yeah, I think it was stuff that was probably in the pipeline before 2017. And it just got rolled out as it was finished by the one, part-time dev, poor guy, or gal, whatever, that was working on it. I mean, the Conan thing, my thing with Conan is I like the Arnie movie that he did. I've watched the remakes of it, and they I kind of enjoy them, but that's it. Dune, however, is this massive thing that I read as a young teenager, so 12, 13, 14, and had a profound impact on me. And I absolutely loved what Villeneuve did with it. And Lynch did an okay job, but it's a really difficult thing to commit to film. I think Villeneuve got more of the vibe of the books into the movie. But at the same time, the book's always going to be the best. It's not even part-time, like seasonal dev. Yeah. Speaking of Dune, yeah, I did, absolutely. We've discussed this. I absolutely enjoyed it. I need to pee. I absolutely will be playing it, and I will be streaming it. We keep having this vision of a game, then bailing on it 6 months later. No, they stick with it until the next game is coming out, then they bail on it. So, yeah, we've seen it so many times. But they do carry on developing until things work, which is good. Dune is the reason I wanted to play AO back when my ex-boyfriend back then told me what he was working on. Oh, right, okay. Well, they kind of have stuck with AO, it's difficult, isn't it? Because where do you set the bar? Yeah, the AO IP is quite largely based on Herbert's work. It really is. And the Anarchy Online as a game tried to do so many things that even now are nigh on impossible to do. They really did. They really went for it with AO. And we ended up with what we've got. And I saw and heard about the, whatever the guy's name is, video where, he's doing a series of let's just do a critique of a game with a bit of humour and some criticisms in it of old games. And that's their series, and they get tons of views for it, and they're doing it as a job. So I get it. But totally didn't get the game because they're right. The onboarding is terrible. You have to talk to other people that play the game and go to external websites run by third parties to understand what the hell the game is and how to play it. So they're not wrong. They got a ton of shit for it. I never gave them any shit for it because, based on what you saw and what you experienced, that's pretty much fair. And then that video got a lot of traction because of the unfortunate negative stuff. And they get it. They get that people are so invested in the game that when you attack the game, they feel as though you're attacking them. And they understood, where it was all coming from, and did a secondary video. And I've just not got involved with any of it because I kind of see it from a different point of view. Yeah, in 2001, it was like, here's the game, off you go, figure it out. Whereas now we have this expectation that you will be taught how to play the game when you start playing it by the game devs in the game design. And in like Dune Awakening, there's like the whole beginning of the game is the game teaching you how to play the game. AO never did that. They were so trying to do so many different things all at the same time, which even today would be nigh on impossible, and they didn't achieve all of them. They did get most of them though. There was no space left over for onboarding, as it's now called, and because it doesn't have that, that's a criticism of it, and it's sort of like, yeah, but it's of its time. It's 20 years ago when you were, 10 years old. So, I think they said at some point that someone answered like 100 questions and comments on the video. It wasn't me. And then said, look, I'll make a tutorial on how this stuff works. And they did. And they respected that. I'm like, okay, great, mate. Check out my channel. There's about 2,000 AO videos that explain as much about the game as you ever need to be told. And there you go. And yeah, onboarding is a cringe corporate term, but yeah, exactly. The tutorial when the game launched is a triangle in a backyard. Here's the tutorial for AO when it launched. It's that and this person. And when it launched, we didn't have the chat window. You had to type stuff in vicinity chat. That's all it had. That's how rough and ready it all was. I want to know how to play this game. That's, Ask Dragonfly. Yeah, I know. I've got all the files from his original website because we had them on the Storm website, which I used to host and everything. And I've got the backup for all of it. And it is hilarious. At least the triangle's in 3D. Yeah. That guy figured it out quicker than most. Dragonfly, yeah, he was a smart guy. Simple as that. Yeah, he was a pretty smart guy. Yeah, so I'm not going to hate on the guy that made the worst MMO ever, because that's a series of videos, and they're done in I think, a quite light-hearted and humorous way. I don't think they're attacking anybody. They're just saying, I mean, this is how YouTube works. and why I don't want to be a YouTuber, because I have to compromise so much of myself to do what works on YouTube that I don't want to be that. Some people go, well, yeah, but you can make a good living at it and then do it. And I get that. That's a choice you've made. But me personally, it's just not something I'm prepared to do. I don't care how much money's involved. And I'm to my own detriment, probably. But there you go. Yeah, like he said, if he says, "Oh, it looks old and crap," well, yeah, because it is old and crap, Engineer, poor you. I'm an engineer in real life, so I think it's pretty realistic, at least. Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, look, they're going through a list of old games that are still running in order to create content for YouTube and earn money. That's what they do. And okay, cool. And they do a very good job. They've got a great speaking voice. Their audio quality's on point. The writing's quite good. It's scripted and stuff, and yada yada yada. They just hit a bit of a nerve, I think, with AO, and I'm not going to have a go at them. Yeah, the audio design in this game is, what's that? Josh Strife, yeah, something like that. Is his channel. The review is fair for the first few hours. Yeah, I mean, they played for 4 or 5 hours and made a review based on 4 or 5 hours. And that's fine. To understand this game, Anarchy Online, you need like 4 or 5 months. And that's if you're above higher intelligence and are studious. You would still need that amount of time, even if you're, 130 plus, with the time to invest in learning. Because it was made that way, It was made for the guys that were playing it at the time. They were all in MIT and yada yada. And MIT phoned up Funcom and went, "Who the hell are you? All our internet is being directed at your service." And they said, "Well, we're a Norwegian game company, and they're all playing our game, So, yeah. It's just a game from a different time. That's all. Yeah, first impressions of any game are always, I think, probably going forward, first impressions of a game are probably more valid than they are reviewing an older game. Because of onboarding, as they're now calling it, the tutorial, as we used to call it. Yeah, it was like nigh on non-existent in AO. It was like, figure it out. You're smart. You must be smart because you're playing a game designed for smart people. Go figure it out. And we did. And we, broke it like seven ways from Sunday until they went, "Oh, we need to fix that then." You got to remember how it's 25 years ago, nigh on, quarter of a century. The difference between a 15-year-old playing the game in 2001 and now is that 15-year-old is now in their nigh on in their 40s, with a mortgage and bills and all So yeah. Let's keep it English, but yeah, I wanted to go electromechanical engineering, but did not get into the school back then. So many went to Germany and worked for a few years before they moved back to Norway and did my educations. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, so I can't fault the guy on his 5-hour or whatever review because it's only based on skimming the surface of the game. And he's of a generation which is, clearly younger than mine, look how, I'm an old man here, that kind of wants that tutorial thing in games to explain how the game works, whereas when we were playing games, it was D&D on the kitchen table, pizza, beer, whatever, and you went through the rule book and tried to figure it out for yourselves. They're just two very different mentalities about what's fun and what's not. Props, nice. Finishing any degree is worth accolades. Well, I've got a degree in music. It did me no good whatsoever. No, that's a lie. I'm very happy I don't have as much white hair as Carlos. It used to be jet black. So now I'm the silver fox. But yeah, my hair used to be jet black. I'll be back in a minute. Mine was blonde, so people don't know. Oh yeah, if you're dark haired and you go grey like I have, yeah, everybody notices. Do you want to see 21-year-old me? Okay. So you go on Google Towin floods. I think about the sea wall gave way and flooded an entire town. My family had a business there. Yeah, somewhere around here. Dun, da, da, there I am. I'm shouting over 80-mile-an-hour winds. Do you want to see it again? I know it's like old, early video. You could be in your 30s today. Well, I was 21 when that was recorded. Yeah, that's me with jet black hair, olive skin, etc. Yeah, that's me. All you got to search is Towin floods. You'll find it. It was on TV and everything, but there you go. Mihalik resubscribed for 31 months. Here's the monthly tribute of Bezos money. Oh, God, yeah. What the hell? Chat's gone mad. I'm very happy I don't have as much fight as Callus. Yeah. I think those big MMO YouTube channels should have been over this. Yeah. Guy's making money on YouTube. He's got, nearly 1 million subscribers. And the content is actually good. And that's why people watch it. And I'm not going to have a go at them. I mean, why? I mean, they're just expressing their opinion of a game they played for a few hours, and that's it. It's not. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't affect my life. It shouldn't affect yours. You can take a total waste of educations as a pyramid scientist. What? Or you never get to work What the hell? Yeah, we're not building pyramids these days. Not physically, anyway. The game first beta tested in 1998, so it might be a bit unrealistic. I know from your AOU profile pic. Mahalik resubscribing, thank you very much. You could be in your 30s today then. 30s is not that young. I mean, MMO YouTubers, well, it's not Wales, is it? What, that video? Yes. It is in fact Wales. I think they should have been old enough to play AO. What? Why is there a rule book about what someone on YouTube can talk about suddenly? It's kind of crazy. We got 3 of those type Nissan trucks. Oh, Nissan Cabstar, yeah. They're old as heck, yes. But they're very, very good trucks. I'm 38. You remind me so much of you older brother. What? No, I never had a brother, so it's just me. He's definitely not building pyramids. Oh my god, chat? What? Chat's gone nuts. That video brought an influx of new AO players, so that's fun. Well, yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to give the guy a hard time about it. Everyone's like, why haven't you chipped in and had a go at them? I said, well, why would I? You know? Your family was affected by that very flood. The seawall giving way in North Wales, Tywyn. Seriously, dude. Is that our real connection? Oh my god, yeah, so that was 1990. The flood wall gave way, and I was 21 when that happened. And I thought I was Jack in lad. I really did. I'm wearing a purple sweater that I borrowed from the Seagull Inn pub, I think it was called at the time, because they had an upstairs bar, and everybody just ran up there. You know, when the seawall gave in, the water came in, that's where everybody went. Yeah, so the whole town was completely flooded. The territorial army and regular army were called in just to prevent looters and stuff. And for months and months and months, people lived in caravans on their driveway while their houses got sorted out. It was nuts. I was 3 years old. My father travelled back to Wales to deal with it. Wow. Sounds like the beginning of Shaun of the Dead. It's a kind of a big gap, but yeah. No, I mean, you remember it, man. I was there. I was waist deep in that water when the tide came in. Went down the road and gave a piggyback to some old lady that lived down the side of where the Seagull Inn was and got them onto the lifeboat. You know, so... Yeah, but that was me. I just put the video on to say, look, I used to have really dark hair and it was curly and everything. And yeah. He moved to Norway before. Oh my God. The world is more weird and wonderful than we can think of. Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, I was there in real time. I remember it all happening. It was pretty bad, guys. It was pretty bad. You know, miraculously, it happened during the day and nobody died. But there were people, you know, they had no homes to go back to. You know, it was pretty rough, but yeah. There I am. It's blurry, you can see the big hair. With a big mouth and a loud voice. Yep, that's pretty much me. There you go, Gorse Road. we lost goats. Yeah, they would have drowned, yeah. There was nothing they could do. This is low tide where everything's draining off. High tide was totally different. Yeah, that was a hell of a club at one time. It was called Jolly Nights and something else. So this is all footage captured by local news reporters or whatever on videotape. So it's not the best quality, and it's all kind of out of sync. It's all from different times of day, and different tides. Yeah, I was on one of them. That's where I carried the old lady to, but we were waist deep at the time.
At a Victorian castle that's cruelly torn down.
No bloody warning whatsoever. Nobody come round and nothing until it was already in the house and it was up past the bloody windows. And then they come round and say, we'll evacuate you. Do you want some sandbags? What bloody good sandbags when he's already in the house?
At a Victorian castle, a temporary home of hundreds more. Tea and sympathy.
Yeah, this is Bottlewood Castle. It's not a historic castle. There you go. The old Range Rovers. Filmed a lot while he was there, probably for insurance. Yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah. When the south of Norway had a big forest fire, we did have jokes about how we were invited everybody down for a barbecue. Did you guys have jokes about the pool party? Not really. People lost their homes, and most of them were retired people. So this was everything they'd saved up for all their lives was in their bungalow, which means everything's on the ground floor and it's all destroyed. You know, it wasn't good. There weren't very many jokes, no. Is what it is. Naragok. That video brought an influx of new AO players, so that's fun. Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the influence of YouTube. Even negative or semi-negative feedback can actually have people go, oh, I used to play that game 20 years ago. I'm going to fucking play it again to spite you. You know, that can happen quite easily, you know. And also people that say, oh, I remember this game. Yeah, no, he's totally wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But I'm going to play it. I'm going to play again because, oh my God, I had so much fun in this game. And that's fine. You know, this is why I'm not going to have a go at the guy. I'm not going to comment on his videos or anything. No, just, you know, people are entitled to their own opinion, you know, however it's based. I look and go, well, your opinion is based on 4 or 5 hours of trying a game out, but you're doing that in order to have footage for a video that you then expect to make money from. Following a particular format that you've evolved and learned to do well. So being critical about it is like, they don't give a shit. Because what they're about is, right, next game, please, next video, next bit of income. You know, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what YouTube is. That's why I have no interest in being a YouTuber. Because that's not what I do with YouTube. What I do with YouTube is essentially archiving and the sharing of knowledge. That's what I do with it. I don't give a shit if I make money or not. Yes, the videos are monetized, but they wouldn't even cover the cost of one account for a year. That's how little I make on YouTube. It's diddly, you know. I had a friend of mine that got caught for a public peeing under that forest fire. He said to the police officer he was doing his duty, putting out small fires, and the police officer did laugh it off and let him go. Well, he was very lucky then, wasn't he? We all do this when there's a forest fire. Silver Surfer. Oh, God. Yeah, oh, dear. Yeah, it didn't mean any harm. That's it. That's my take. They're making content for YouTube that earns them money. That's the function of the channel. And, why make personal attacks against a person for doing that? I mean, that's like every successful YouTube channel, you know. He's saying he loves RuneScape, and he said he doesn't dislike the game or games that he reviews. No, he's making content based on those games. That's fine. It's fine. He's not hurting anybody. He's not dishing your life. He's just making YouTube videos where they take the piss. People who love cinema and movies make more videos slagging off movies than they do videos praising movies because people find it funny. You know? I don't. The only thing I've done with YouTube, and you can tell, you look at my channel, what do you get? Like 2,000 YouTube videos explaining how things work. Am I doing it for money? No, because there's no money there. That's not what I'm trying to do. You know, I've done the YouTube thing. I've done the Skyrim playthrough. I've done the Witcher playthrough. I've done the Outer Worlds, Deus Ex, Black Mesa, Prey, Fallout, Warframe even. I got some massive views on some of the Warframe videos, but I just got bored of the game and didn't want to play it anymore, so I stopped. You know, and so on and so forth. That's me. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, you know, someone that earns a living at doing that. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think my content is the kind of content that can generate enough revenue on YouTube that I can use it as an income. I just don't. And I'm fine with that because that was never the aim in the first place. The aim in the first place was to explain how this rather complex game works. That's what it was, and I think I've succeeded in that. How about Morrowind? I was never a massive fan of that game. I liked it. I played it. I can't remember a lot about it. I remember doing things like jumping in a pond of some description and swimming towards the shore and leaving a battery on the W key overnight just so I could level. I remember doing silly shit like that, but more than that, I don't remember much about it. You know. Yeah, the guy made a video in the format he's made hundreds of other videos about that get a lot of traction on YouTube and make them money. Good for them. I don't care. You know, someone that has the patience and intelligence, or not the intelligence, but the curiosity to learn about something as complicated as AO is going to do that anyway. It's not going to be influenced by someone making satirical videos about a video game. It's going to be influenced by their desire to become involved in a complicated game space and format that interests them. You know, that's why they're going to do that. We are. You have the patience to play anything. Yeah, I mean, the thing I did the most in the Dune Awakening was die. Either I fell too far, or the worm ate me, or I got killed by NPCs. But I had such a good time playing it. I really did have a good time playing it. And I will persevere with it and learn how everything works so I can have more fun with it, you know? You play AO, you have the patience to play anything. That's probably true. Because it's not until you understand all the mechanics that you really get the most out of the game. And that's probably true of every game. And AO's failing under the the magnifying glass of 2020s is their onboarding's not good. Onboarding didn't exist in 2001. You were just like, there's the game, figure it out. They didn't think about tutorials. They were too busy trying to see if they could keep this huge ton of spinning plates all working at the same time on a live server. And if that worked, fuck it, job done. That's how they were thinking about it, Yeah, when I hear that, it's like, how much onboarding is there for social interaction? There was a manual for the game. It told you what all the controls did, roughly, how they worked in the broadest terms, and it was a piece of paper that you had to read. You had to sit down with the little A5 booklet and read through it. And they had a big fold-out map you put on your wall and everything. Yeah, and you take anything from history and hold it up to the electron microscope of critical appraisal of the 2020s. No, it doesn't hold up. Of course not. But I'm wondering, in 20 years from now, if I'm still around, whether the critical lens then, looking at games coming out today, how much better they will fare. They probably won't. They'll get slagged off as well. You still had to employ some form of critical thinking to think things out. Yeah, and some of us, do enjoy using our, that part of our brains in order to extract fun out of something. It's fine. I think comparing AO to any 2020s game is apples and oranges, though. I really do think so, because I remember all the other games that came out at that time, and none of them would withstand the blowtorch of, critique from today, where we want everything on a plate. We expect so much from games today compared to what they were then. It's ridiculous. I remember the first time I played WoW, came out from Undercity and figured I did not want to go the same direction as everyone else and went in a different direction. A bad idea for a level 4 to run into a level 50 zone. Well, generally speaking, that's true. Depends how good your level 4 is, though, in Anarchy Online. To be honest, we haven't had any new MMO with any degree of longevity like the old ones. All the pub, yeah, there's pre-WoW MMOs, which all did try to do different things in different ways with different mechanics that made them interesting. And then we have post-WoW games where it's a casino. It's get you to the tables as quickly as possible to spend your money. And if you prefer games like that, that's on you. Me, no, I don't see the value. Yeah, the onboarding might be better, but the game itself is a piece of shit designed to get you to the fucking gaming tables and spend money. That's it. That's all they are. Because they're now controlled by corporations that just want to make money. They don't give a shit if the game's any good, if it's entertaining. That's not even secondary, tertiary, or fourthery, whatever that's called. It's like just make money as quickly as you can for as long as you can and then fuck off. That's it. That's all they care about. You know. I just found out that Epic released their entire old Unreal Tournament library for free. I used to play the original Unreal Tournament. No fucking tutorial there either. They had like a single player campaign, but it was like 10 minutes. And it was just shoot the shit out of everything before it kills you. That was their tutorial. What have we got there? That video, yeah, he meant... No, I don't think they did either. He's just making entertaining, satirical videos about MMOs. And that's fine. I don't, you know, do it. There's a bazillion other channels that do that. There's a bazillion channels that take the piss out of old movies. Some of them I quite enjoy. Even though I love those movies, I find the satire entertaining, and I see value in it, and I watch it. You know. So what about bow user M8? It sucks if you don't have a good bow. I think if we get Chaos of the Zan, which requires a Beast Raid to get the base weapon, and then a Zan Raid to get the weapon upgrade, and a bunch of other gear, I think it's viable. But at the moment, I have neither, so it's just easier to use fists. It just is. It just is. Do you remember when Unreal graphics were cutting edge? Yeah, I do. I can remember running it in Mini Glide on my Voodoo 3. I'm thinking, oh my god, this is amazing looking. Kalos needs COX. Do I? I don't know what that is. I was the only one that had enough memory to... Yeah, I mean, I started playing AO. I had megabytes of video, of not just video memory, but system memory. After the Secret Level Series Unreal Tournament episode, I'm really hoping Epic is secretly working on another Unreal title to revive the franchise. Why? They're not going to do that. I mean, we can all be hopeful about things. But why would they? I mean, Epic are now Unreal Engine, and they're just... They're kind of trying to do what Steam did. Do you remember when Steam used to make games? But now Steam is just a sales platform, and a very good sales platform, to be honest. But that's what they are now. They don't really make games anymore, and when they do, they're kind of surprising and interesting, but, you know. Most of the LAN party I was at when Unreal came out had 32 megabytes of memory. I had 256. Why? Because I was a spoiled brat. My grandpa wanted to make sure I stayed out of trouble to give me computer parts. Yeah, I think I had some random number like 198 or something. You know, just mismatched memory. Definitely not optimal, but that's what I had. And I think I put more and more memory in so I could use what were then called sound fonts. And this was an old PC method of having MIDI sounds available on your computer, stored in RAM. So you had to reload them every time, and you know, and your system would just run out of memory trying to record songs and stuff. It was nuts. Half-Life 3 any day now. Oh, come on. That's just... Half-Life 3 came out now. You know. I mean... Yeah, but I mean, do people play straight ahead PvP shooters anymore? Do they? Guys are talking about locations now on Twitch. I don't know what half of it means. Yeah, I mean, I used to play the Unreal Tournament. I used to play on the Instagib servers, so everybody had the exact same weapon. And it was one hit, one kill. I used to love playing that. I was pretty bad at it, but, you know, I did get ranked a couple of times. But, yeah, now I don't know if people would even do that. The shot cannon. Yeah, we had a... I can't think what it was called, but it was like a rifle, like a laser type sniper rifle. And the Instagib was everybody had that rifle, and it was one hit, one kill. You know, and oh god, it was fun. CTF Instagib was so much fun. Yeah, I used to compete. I'd die a million times before I even got out of wherever I spawned if I tried now. I mean, you know, it was a long time ago. You know, my reactions were way faster than they are now and everything else. With a blue glowing... Yeah, it did have a blue kind of stripe down one side, and it was like pew, 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 pew. You know, it was good fun, though. Yeah, it was. Anyway, whom can we raid? All we've done for the last, God knows, is yap. Or, you know, I've just yapped. But yeah, yap, like I say. Or, you know, I've just yapped. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. Dashboard. There we go. Is anyone else streaming Anarchy online at the moment? Let's have a look. Me? Oh, God. That always hurts me that no one else is streaming it. It's like, oh, come on. It's, you know. Catatonia. Oh, go on then. She plays ESO mostly, I think. We'll go raid them. So many people are streaming it. Yeah, you can tell I do this for money, can't you? There we go. We go raid Catatonia. She's pretty awesome. Good channel. I mean, she talks to people, interacts with them and stuff, and so many people don't. But they do, and that's good, right?
There's a chest right here. That's the thing. Like, we love sweaty content. We love.
I mean, I don't play ESO, but they do, and they seem to be very, very good at it. So, yeah, we're going to go raid them. Is that everyone? There's like 40 people here. We all go say hi and let them know that AO can still attract an audience. That's nice. Maybe we'll encourage them to play it. I don't know. But there you are. Yep.
It would appear that way.
Is that everyone along who wants to come along?
It's been a long time since we've regularly.
I guess it is. Right, we're going to go raid Catatonia. Have fun with them. Give them some love. And I will see you in the next one, which will possibly be Wednesday, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. We'll just see how things pan out. Right, love you all. See you in the next one. Until then, I'll just say bye for now.
Got you to have clean. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to us, Damon. Hey Z, how's it going? It's good to see you. I hope your day is fantastic. Kalas, welcome in, Kalas.